Hi everybody, well, I was just recently reminded by something I've done on this cruise that that's the reason you do it. You have to experience something to see what it's like. And I also know for a fact there are many people out there who already have a preconceived notion of something, and that's why they won't do it. But once they do, it completely changes your mind. So I am recently here on this cruise. We're going to Iceland and Greenland. I've only been here once before. It's over a decade, which means it's longer than I've had this channel and been on YouTube. It's been a while, so a lot of things have changed. And one of the things we were looking at doing here in Greenland was going up close to the icebergs, taking a rib boat or a small boat out to the icebergs and seeing them. And both Tony and I were kind of going, yeah, but you know what? We've seen some icebergs float by on the ship. I mean, is it going to be that much different to do something like that? And at the last moment, we went ashore early. We didn't have anything booked through the ship. And we went to a local tour operator, found a couple that were available, and hung around for it. And we ended up going out and doing, it wasn't a rib boat, it was a small boat with an open back, an open front, and it's like a fishing vessel. It had the deck up on top as well that you could steer from up there if you wanted to. Now, while we were driving out there, you could not go up top, but once we got there, they allowed us to go up top, and I got some spectacular shots up there, as well as on the way back, they allowed us to go inside, which had a little warm area, and we ended up having almost everybody pile into there because it was so cold on the water. Picture, you're on the water, you're in a cold environment, it's raining, it's cloudy, and you're around ice. So you know it's going to be cold. And we headed out on this little boat, and I was blown away at getting up close to icebergs and the natural beauty that they have. Now, some people are going to, you're just looking at ice and water. You know, if you take your glass and you put an ice cube in it and you hold it up close to your eye, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Like, we got up really close, and you were able to see underneath in this crystal clear water just how deep and how large some of these icebergs were below the surface compared to above. Not only that, the colors, even in the gray, misty rain that we were experiencing this in, the colors were so vibrant. The blue lines, the cracking, we saw like the hue greenish blue underneath. It's hard to explain. It was absolutely beautiful. And if now, as I was thinking of doing this before, I would go, well, there's something you can do, but, you know, there's other things you can go do as well. It's not a must-do. For me now, this, if you're coming here to Greenland, that is almost like a must-do now. I was really blown away.
This is the bridge. Attention for exercise, for exercise, for exercise. Crew alert, crew alert, crew alert. All crew must proceed to the emergency duty station.
As you can hear, they're doing emergency drills today. Now keep in mind, it's 9:30 in the morning, so there might be people on our first sea day after ports, so some people might be trying to sleep. Uh-oh.
This is the bridge. Very good morning, everyone. The signal you just heard is the crew alert signal. This morning exercise, we are simulating a fire reported by Deck 5, Zone 1. We are taking all the necessary measurements to attack the fire. For all crew, if you you return to your cabin, collect your life jacket, warm clothing, and any medication, and proceed to your crew alert position. Attention for all guests. All guests, there is no action required at this time.
All right, yeah, the crew is running a full drill today on many, many different emergency services, which is always good that they do this as often as possible, just in case. Especially in an area like this, where you're away from land, you're in cold water, and you need to be prepared if something happens, because there is icebergs around. However, when was the last time a modern ship hit a large enough iceberg to to do something that happened in the past, right? Well, all right. So speaking of icebergs, I was thoroughly impressed. I really enjoyed the trip out there. It was only a 7-minute boat ride in this boat to get to the icebergs. There were some more icebergs in the area, in the port area itself, floating out there. One very, very close to the ship, but it's not the same as getting within 10 to 20 feet of these things. And then you look down, well, why aren't we going closer? And you look down and you can see underneath that the iceberg is way out already within like a foot of your boat underneath. And these guys are doing this every day, so they know where to go.
This is a bridge. Attention, the on-scene commander, backup phone number 6199. See again, on-scene commander, backup phone number 6199.
Do you think they know I'm doing my video now? Oh, this is fun. So I'm going to leave you with some shots here of some of the icebergs that I saw and I was able to film. And just look how beautiful they are. Remember, the camera does not do it justice. I have one of the best cameras out there for filming this stuff. But in all honesty, it does not compare to being there in person. And if you're ever in Greenland and you have a chance to do these iceberg tours, I would absolutely recommend going out and seeing them right up close. It is spectacular.